Hi everyone, Cheryl here. I hope you're all right. Today is the 14th of December 2025. It's a Sunday. Yes, it's definitely a Sunday. I'm losing track of time. And it's my third video of the year, and also it will conclude my videos of the year. We'll start anew next year. Now, while I don't have any actual finished objects to show you, what I decided to do was show you an image of a finished object and two works in progress. Now, if you remember my last video, 25.2, I'd finished knitting the template for a teddy bear, a small, I can't remember how big it was. Unfortunately, I didn't have it to hand because the first recording, it was in speed, what do you call it? Hyperspeed, something like that. And it didn't record volume at all. Oh dear. And so I had to re-record it, but by then I'd given it to my friend to actually completely finish it off. She sent me a photo. She printed out a picture for me. And this is it. So she actually stuffed him, so did his face and this scarf, and sewed him all up between his legs. And doesn't he look gorgeous? I knew she'd finish him off lovely, because I wasn't going to be able to do it. Well, I could do it. I've knitted it now, I've finished it. That's where my mind was. I don't like doing the stuffing and all the little bits and bobs, and I'm done. I've knitted it, I'm done. All right, the next two objects are actually the same thing, but with different yarns. And I may have actually mentioned it last time, that was starting the virus shawl. Finally, after all these years, I've started to work on a virus shawl. Yes, I do remember. I did mention it because I remember the chart. I did say if you saw the chart in black, there was one of the little, what do you call these bits? Where you go into the hole with the first row. One of those bits where you go into the hole with the first row, it only had 9 things pointing in there, and there actually should be 10, but you can see there's a gap. So you can easily see where it's not been printed out properly or something like that. I don't think it's deliberately been left off. I think it was something to do with printing somewhere along the line. But the chart I've got is missing that little bit. But once you know the pattern, you know the pattern. So you can just pretend there's no gap there and just do 10 rather than 9. Anyway, I thought I'd show you the progress of this. I'm using this yarn again, which I used for the Sonder shawl. This is this one, just a different colour. Knit Me, Crochet Me. And here it is so far. I'll raise it up a bit, and that's it. So still very much a work in progress, but it's looking really nice. And I'm having a better time crocheting with this yarn than knitting with it. Now, I don't know if any knitters would be able to relate to this happening, but this might be more familiar sounding to spinners, because I have a feeling it's a spinny thing. So when I was knitting it, as I was working along, it seemed like there was like an outside and an inside to the yarn strand. And the outside was being pulled along, but the inside was staying where it was. So I'd come up every now and then with these big flubs. It was like a bunch of yarn together, and I would have to pull it out like that. And I thought, that's really rather strange. But I've not had the issue with crocheting it. But yet it happened with both skeins of this for the knitting of the Sonder shawl. How strange that is. But anyway, I'm finding it easier crocheting with this yarn. And once this is gone, that'll be it. The shawl's finished. So it's quite a nice size then already at the moment. But I'm just going to finish off using the whole yarn. So what's it look like so far? Oh yeah, actually, there's going to be enough. I won't need any more. I'll just raise myself a little bit. There we go. I'll just finish off using that whole yarn, and that's it. And I've wrapped it around myself. I should have thought about how I was putting it on. Well, that's that one. And the next one is made with, that's my crochet hook there, Evolution. It's Wendy Does that say Wendy there? Yes, it does. Wendy Evolution. So this one is the 50% cotton, 50% acrylic. And this is the yarn that's like in 4 strands. And every now and then, one strand changes colour. And then the second strand changes to the same new colour. And then the third strand, and then the fourth strand, so it's a whole new colour. So it does it gradually. So it feels very different crocheting with this. Just switching between the two. Just don't do it on the same day, because my brain will think, what's happening? So this is how this is working out so far. And it's working out lovely. Now, I did think, I originally did start this with leftover from the last box of that. And I stopped right at the very end. And there's a reason why. So I was doing incredibly well. And then I stopped because when I came to add the new colour, it was an abrupt change into this green colour. And I thought, whoa, that's too much. So what I decided to do is finish this box, because this yarn, it works from the inside on purpose. You can see where that hole is, where the crochet hook, I just stick it in there. It always works from the inside. And then you get to the outside, which is actually this. So I thought, no, I'll leave that. What I'm going to do is work from this one at the end. So it's still dark then, like it is on the outside there. I don't know if you can see it. But on the outside, it goes to the dark colour. Oh, are you going to get a reflection there? Is that better? Can you see? So that's what I thought I'd do. I would tag this onto the end of this, and it will look better than it did originally, because it was just too abrupt. Going from this colour to this colour, I thought, oh no, I can't do that. It has to be gradual. So I've left that intact, because I'm going to work straight off this bit. Where is it? The tail here. I'm going to work straight off there and pull it out there as I'm working it into this one. That's my plan anyway. And that means I'll have used up all the yarn. I'm happy when I use up all the yarn. I never know what to do with little bits of yarn. And I know many people say, well, you could make a blanket or you put them into squares. Well, the thing is, I make so many different things with so many different yarns, different yarn types, different thickness yarns. You can't always put them together in the same thing unless you're really, really hyper creative. But they're too different. Because I know my mum crocheted 2 blankets and I don't know where the other one is. It went missing when we moved here. And the thing was, she was using a lot of the same yarn. Whenever she knitted something, she used a lot of the same yarn. And then with the leftovers, she crocheted blankets. So she didn't have any issue with that. And that's the thing. I just have so many different yarn types. And they're too different. And it's not just like the thickness, it's the makeup of the yarn as well. It's not all acrylic. Some of it has wool content. Now, you know that video I said I did last video where I made the boo-boo and put it in hyperspeed and had no volume? Oh, I did actually speak about something and then I forgot to add it in the replacement video. So I thought I would add it here. On my iPod Touch in the Notes app, I started to list a couple of projects that I wanted to make, and one of them was a scarf. It's called Gem Jam Scarf. Jemjam. Gem Jam. So I'm assuming Gem is somebody's name, maybe Gemma with a J, or Jemima. Gem Jam Scarf. And I thought, oh yeah, I'll do that. I know I've been looking forward to doing that. Let's do it. Look for it on my removable hard drives and on my OneDrive and my Dropbox. Not at all. Can't find it at all. Look for it online. Looked for it on Ravelry. Just a general Google search. Nope. I thought, where on earth have I got this pattern? So I went through all my printouts when I've printed out stuff, because I decided not to keep in a printout something that I've got in digital format if I've already worked it. If I haven't worked the pattern yet, I've kept it in paper form until I do. Not there at all. So I'm thinking, where on earth is this Gem Jam scarf that I've written down that I would like to make? So my question is, does anybody know about this Gem Jam scarf, if they've ever heard of it? If so, can you let me know and point me to a link, please? because it's just a complete mystery. Unless myself in an alternate dimension has written it down and just confused the heck out of me. She would do that, wouldn't she? What a stupid thing not to download the pattern at the time. That's not like me though, because I'm a pattern hoarder. There's loads of patterns I've downloaded that I haven't got a hoping heck chance of ever doing. So I've no idea why I wouldn't download that one. Oh well, that's it. So thank you for joining me for this episode, and I will see you in the new year. If you celebrate Christmas, have a wonderful Christmas and a happy new year. And take care, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.